Compare the resume. Georgia Tech and Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Tech 20 in the RPI, Ole Miss 18.
Okay.
Georgia Tech strength of schedule, respectable, 28. Ole Miss's is 10.
Okay.
Georgia Tech also respectable, 12 and 10 against the quad 1. Ole Miss 16 and 14.
Okay.
Ole Miss has 2 quad 3 and quad 4 losses combined.
Okay.
Georgia Tech has 5. I'll use all of those exact totals for every resume I do the comparison to for the sake of consistency. Compare the resume. Who should be hosting?
Georgia Tech, did they end up regular season ACC champs?
No, it couldn't be, could they?
I thought I saw or tied for it or something.
Let's see here. Why would you do that? No, they did.
Georgia Tech is
they are.
Regular season
They
ACC champion.
They are.
But
so I don't know that matters, but when you say regular season champ in the ACC, I kind of get it if you say, hey, that deserves a hosting spot. But yes, to your point, Borky, when you every single metric that the committee should be looking at in terms of slating teams, Ole Miss better than Georgia Tech.
Yep. There will be more.
The number 2 seed goes to the Arkansas Razorbacks. They are paired with the 15 seed TCU hosting in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
Good ballpark. Smaller ballpark, but good atmosphere. They would draw 4,000 or 5,000, certainly for the TCU games. With UTSA, Oklahoma, and Oral Roberts, the 3 that are there.
TCU 17 in the RPI to Ole Miss's 18. Strength of schedule, respectable 20 to Ole Miss's 10. TCU 7 and 7 against quad 1 teams, Ole Miss 16 and 14. TCU 3 losses to quad 3 and 4 combined, although all of them are quad 3, to Ole Miss's 2.
Vanderbilt pegged with the number 14 seed Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles in Hattiesburg. With the 4 seed Murray State, the 3 seed Cincinnati, and the 2 seed Ole Miss.
All right, here it is. Compare that resume. Ole Miss 18 in the RPI, Southern Miss 21. Ole Miss's strength of schedule 10. Southern Miss's is 70. To their credit, like we said earlier, though, a non-conference strength of schedule of 20. So Southern Miss got a bad conference draw this year. They tried to schedule tough, but
they did.
You couldn't quite overcome the bad conference schedule. Anyway, strength of schedule 10 to 70 in quad 1 games, a very respectable win percentage at 7 and 4. But Southern Miss has played 11 quad 1 games in total. Ole Miss has 16 quad 1 wins. And finally, Ole Miss has 2 quad 3 and 4 losses combined. Southern Miss has 6 such losses, including 5 quad 4 losses on the resume.
And as we sit here today, unlike Georgia Tech, they don't have a regular season conference title on their resume. Now, there is a chance, obviously, that they will have a Sun Belt Conference tournament title on their resume. And I think if you're Southern Miss, you just keep winning. This thing has a chance to just flat take care of itself. North Carolina's got Florida as a 2, paired up with the number 13 seed UCLA. Where Irvine is the 2, Virginia is the 3, San Diego is the 4.
Mississippi State fans may be rooting for Virginia to get knocked out quickly in that one, depending on how the things are going. Compare that resume. UCLA 15 in the RPI, Ole Miss 18. 23 strength of schedule for UCLA, which doesn't make sense when I tell you what I'm going to tell you later, to Ole Miss's 10. UCLA is 3 and 7 against quad 1 teams. 3 and 7 to Ole Miss's 16 and 14. And UCLA has 7 quad 3 and 4 losses to Ole Miss's 2.
So Southern Miss has more quad 1 games and wins than UCLA.
Correct.
Who is a spot ahead of them in the mock bracket from D1 baseball.